Welcome to Nagesh Karisgi Orchid School. Myself Snehal Mane, teaching you maths for grade 6. In the previous classes, we have completed 4 lessons. And the last lesson we studied was basic geometrical ideas. So we have studied more about point, ray, parallel lines, intersecting lines, parts of a circle, triangle, quadrilateral and much more. Those comes under the geometry. Now, in this class, today's session, we are going to start a new concept, new lesson named as integers. This is the 6th lesson from your textbook. It is integers. So, it's a very interesting topic and very easy to understand. So, let us start with the topic integers. So, what are integers? Students, you might have learned in the 6th class natural numbers, whole numbers, yes. So, which is the smallest whole number? Can anyone of you tell me? Yes, very good. It's 0. 0 is the smallest whole number. 0 is the smallest whole number. And which is the smallest natural number? 1. Smallest natural number is 1. It starts from 1 and go on endlessly. So, we have studied more about the whole numbers and natural numbers in our previous classes. Now, we are going to learn more about the integers. So, what are integers? Before going to this, we will just see what are the concepts we are going to study in this lesson. We are going to see that what is integers, then we are going to tag me with a sign. It is a thing where some questions are given and we have to tag whether it is a positive or a negative. So, we are going to study after tag with a sign integers that are negative and positive numbers. Negative and positive numbers. Integers on number line. Then we are going to study the number line and integers on number line. Ordering and comparing of integers. Ordering and comparing of integers. Addition of integers, subtraction of integers, a game on addition and subtraction of integers. After this, we are going to have a review over all the concepts that we have studied in the lesson. So, let us start. Students, you know the temperature changes every day. It may be too hot in summer and too cold in winter. Different places we have different temperatures, right? Different places we have different temperature. Now, anyone of you tell me what is the temperature today in Solapur? Anyone of you? Okay, maybe it is 28 degrees centigrade. Yes. Now, you can also just define that if it is too hot, then the temperature rises, and if it is too cold, the temperature decreases, right? And if the temperature is too cold, the places where it snow falls, what will be the temperature there? Oh, it is in minus. Huh? So, is a minus, okay, for example, you tell me what could be the temperature of Siachen? Can anyone of you tell? Siachen is a place where it snow falls heavily, yes. So, what could be the temperature there? It is in minus, but you don't know. Okay. So, let us see in detail. Now, you can see the image where it's sunny. So, the temperature is 25 degrees centigrade. The temperature is 25 degrees centigrade. The temperature above 0 degrees centigrade is increasing order. So, this is 25 degrees centigrade. Now, you can see on this scale where we use this scale to measure the temperature. So, here it is 0, and as we go up or in increasing order, the temperature increases as 10 degrees, 20 degrees, 30 degrees, 40 degrees. And as we go down where the snow falls in a very high amount, so there the temperature may be minus 10 degrees, minus 20 degrees centigrade, minus 30 degrees centigrade, yes. So, in this way the negative numbers are used. Here in this way the negative numbers are used. So let us see few more examples. Now see, in this image you can see it's snowfall in a high amount. So the temperature is given here in -5 degrees centigrade. This is the temperature below 0 degrees centigrade, and just now we have seen here the temperature above 0 degrees centigrade. If it is above, it is sunny and hot, and if it is below 0 degrees centigrade, then it is cold, very cold, and it starts snow falling. Yes. In the same way, you can also see here is an image of a well, you know. So in this well, 0 is the ground level. This is the ground level which we denote it as 0, and it is called as ground level. Now if we want to see the depth of this well, how you are going to find it out? Now you can see here the depth of the well. So -10, -20, -30, -40. Here -40 feet is the depth of the well. -40 feet is the depth of the well. Okay. In the same way, this is a tower, and we are going to find out the height of this tower. So 0 is the ground level. 0 is the ground level. If we are finding below 0 level, it may be the depth, and if we are finding above 0 level, it may be the height. Okay. So we have to find the height of this tower. Now you can see you have to place a scale and put it here. So we got a point here. We got a point here. This point is between 60 and 70. This point is between 60 and 70. So it probably may be 65. Yes. So we can tell that the height of the tower is 65 feet. The height of the tower is 65 feet. So positive sign is used for profit, height, moving forward, temperature above freezing point. Okay. So profit, if we got a profit of 100 rupees, then we say it is in plus. Yes, profit of 100, profit, it means it has positive sign. Yes. Then height, we usually find it in above level, which is above 0 degree. Yes. So height is also, in height, to find height we use the positive sign. Then moving forward we use positive sign, and then temperature above freezing point. Above freezing point we use the positive sign. In the same way, for negative sign is used for loss. If we have loss in something, then we use the negative sign. Then to find the depth, of a well, yes, we use the negative sign. To find the expenses, what expenses we have monthly, yes, maybe paper bill, light bill, this, that, the expenses, for this we use the negative sign. And we also use negative sign for the temperature below freezing point. So we will see a video to see a negative sign.
Let's play a game of numbers with the help of a red and a green die. Okay. We will throw red and green die simultaneously. Then we will subtract the number that appears on the red die from the number that appears on the green die. Wow, that's great fun. Let me start first. No problem. You can start first. I get 6 on the green die and 3 on the red die. Can you tell me the result? 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. Yes, it is correct. Now it is your turn.
Now you can see here, students, that these girls are playing a game where they use the 2 dice. where they use the 2 dice. So they are going to subtract the numbers which is on the green die from the red die. That means from on green die they have 6 and on red die they have 3. So 6 minus 3, that the numbers on the dice are 6 minus 3. So we get the answer as 3, which is a positive number, So let us see further.
I get 5 on green die and 4 on red die. Now you tell me the result. If I subtract 4 from 5, I will get 1. So 5 minus 4 is equal to 1. You are absolutely right. Now it's your turn. I get same number, that is 2 on both the die. What will be the result? Since both the numbers are same, so after subtraction we will get 0. Therefore, 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. Now let me throw. Sure.
Okay. Now the before numbers, whatever they have subtracted from green dice to red dice, they got a positive number. And in this case they have on the dice 2 and 2. So 2 minus 2 is 0, which is a whole number. 0 is a whole number.
I get 2 on green die, whereas 3 on red die. How much we will get if we subtract bigger number from a smaller number? I am a little bit confused. Can you answer this time? I am also confused. Let me call my mother to get answer. Yes, she will definitely help us.
Now you can see here that we have to subtract 2 minus 3. 2 minus 3. Is it possible? Is it possible? No, you are also confused that 2 is the small number and 3 is the bigger number. How it can be subtracted? Yes? So let us see that.
Mother, please help us. I'm coming. What is the problem? How much we will get if we subtract 3 from 2? Let me explain with the help of number line. Here we are trying to subtract bigger number 3 from smaller number 2. For this, first we move 2 steps right side from 0. Now, to subtract 3 from 2, we have to move 3 steps left from 2. This way, we will reach 1 step behind 0.
Now, this answer is showed on a number line. So, this is a number line which has positive numbers on the right hand side and the negative numbers on the left hand side, and in between we have 0, So, to do this calculation, that is 2 minus 3, first of all we have to jump 2 steps forward from 0. So, when we move 2 steps forward, that is 1 and 2, we are here. We are on the 2. Now, we have to subtract 3. So, we have to jump 3 steps backward. That is 1, 2 and 3. We reach on the number called as minus 1. So, the answer for 2 minus 3 is minus 1. We need to use a sign for numbers less than 0. So, a minus sign is attached to the number to indicate a number is less than 0. These numbers are called negative numbers. Therefore, 2 minus 3 is equal to minus 1, which is a negative number. So there are numbers less than 0 which are denoted by the sign minus, and these are called as negative numbers. These are called as negative numbers.
We move further left on the number line, we will get more negative numbers. Thanks, Mom.
So we have studied about the negative numbers and positive numbers. Let us move towards the next. As we have just seen that for positive sign is used for profit, height, moving forward, and temperature about freezing point. In the same way, for negative sign is used for loss, debt, expenses, and temperature below freezing point. Now there are some points to remember here. The plus sign is used to show a positive integer. Yes, the plus sign is used to show a positive integer, and the minus sign is used to show the negative integers. The minus sign is used to show negative, plus sign positive integer, and minus sign negative integer. Since integers are represented by plus or minus sign, yes, the integers are represented by plus or minus sign, they are called signed numbers. They are called signed numbers because they have some particular sign. They have some particular sign, so they are called as signed numbers or directed numbers. For each negative number, there exists a positive number which is at the same distance from 0 at the negative number. For example, just now we have seen the number line, in the middle we have 0. If we have plus 1 on the right hand side at the same distance from 0, then we have minus 1 on the left hand side at the same distance from 0. These equidistant numbers are called opposites. These equidistant numbers are called opposites. Minus 2 is the opposite of plus 2. If we want to take another example, then we can also take minus 1 is the opposite of plus 1. So, plus is used for positive integers and minus is used for negative integers, and we name these numbers as signed numbers because they have the sign plus and minus. Now you can see here, Sangeeta purchased accessories of worth rupees 320, but she has only 300 to pay. The due amount of Sangeeta to shopkeeper can be written as, okay. So she has only 300 to pay, but the amount she purchased was of 320. So when we subtract 320 minus 300, then what happens? What is the answer we get? Sangeeta purchased accessories of 320, but she paid to the shopkeeper only 300. She paid to the shopkeeper only 300. So what is the due amount she has to pay? So it's minus 20. Integers, negative and positive numbers. Before going to this, we will have an video to see applications of integers.
Integers are widely used in our day-to-day life. For example, in shopping malls, we see there are a number of floors. Sometimes they can be more than 5. It is difficult to climb up to higher floors using the stairs, so we use the lift for higher floors. In spite of having a number of floors in shopping malls, there is always a lack of storage space and parking space. So, in shopping malls, we see floors below the ground level. In the lift, 0 means the ground floor. Positive numbers means floors above the ground floor, and negative numbers means floors below the ground floor. Integers are frequently used in banks and credit unions. Negative integers can be used to represent debits and positive integers represent credits. For example, Jacob deposited $100 into his personal bank account. His balance is then $100. If he buys two $20 sweaters, he will need $40. If he buys both sweaters, his account will decrease by $40. This is often represented mathematically as minus $40. His account balance is then at $60. He decides he also needs a new pair of jeans to go with his new sweaters, and he finds a pair he likes for $65. If he buys the pants, his account balance will be minus $5. It is easy to see how banks and credit unions use positive and negative integers to show whether money is being put into an account or taken out. Positive integers are used to show profit, whereas negative integers are used to show loss. To locate a position of a point on a number line, we use negative integers to represent the left direction, positive integers as right direction, and 0 as origin. Integers are also used in room thermometer. We can see positive numbers above 0 and negative numbers below 0. If the temperature above 0, say 35 degrees Celsius, we feel hot, and when the temperature is below 0 degrees Celsius, say minus 5 degrees Celsius, we feel bitterly cold. It helps us to know climatic condition of a particular area. When geography specialists study the difference between, say, the top of Mount Everest in Tibet, which is 8,848 meters above sea level, and the bottom of the Dead Sea, that is 409 meters below sea level, they use integers. Geographically, we represent sea level with 0. Obviously, below sea level is represented with negative integers, and above sea level is represented as positive integers. The height of aircraft flying at 900 meters above sea level is recorded as a positive number, and if a submarine is positioned at 750 meters below the sea level, then numerically its altitude is 750 meters. Thus we see in our day-to-day life, we are highly dependent upon integers.
So these are the applications of integers, where we use integers in our day-to-day life. Now we are going to see about the integers. Those are negative and positive numbers. Now by seeing this diagram, n, can you tell what is this n denotes as? Yes, n denotes natural numbers. So what are the natural numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and extending endlessly are called as natural numbers. And what is this W? It means whole numbers. 0 and all the natural numbers means the natural numbers including 0. All the natural numbers including 0 is the whole number. Okay. We have studied in detail about these natural numbers and whole numbers in our previous classes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and the numbers that are extending endlessly are called as natural numbers. And the set of natural numbers including 0 are called as whole numbers. Now positive numbers, 0 which is a whole number, and the negative numbers, all these are called as integers. Those are called as integers. Yes. So positive numbers, negative numbers as well as the whole numbers is called as integers. The set of natural numbers, set of whole numbers and set of integers are called as set of integers. So integers include positive, numbers, negative numbers and a whole number. The set of numbers that contains natural numbers, 0 and negative of natural numbers is called the set of integers. Generally, the set of integers is denoted by Z or I. For natural numbers, the symbol is n, we denote it by n, and for whole numbers we denote it by w, but for integers we denote it by z. We denote it by z, or we can also denote it by I. Okay. So, z, set of integers. Set of integers includes negative numbers, whole numbers and natural numbers. What is the set of integers? Negative of natural numbers, that is negative numbers, 0 which is a whole number including all the natural numbers, and the natural numbers. And the natural numbers is called the set of integers. Is called the set of integers. So, let us have a review that set of integers is denoted by Z or I, and the set of integers contains natural numbers, whole numbers and negative numbers. Integers on number line. Now, to see this we must understand the number line. You know that 0 is the point of origin. As we move towards the right from the 0, we move in a positive direction. And the distance from 0 to 1 is called as unit distance. It is called as unit distance. And in the same way, if we want to measure the distance from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, it is also called as unit distance. So, as we move from 0 towards to the right side, we move in a positive direction, and the distance between the 0 to 1 is called as unit distance. See, this is the 0 which is a whole number, and we have the points as in increasing order and which have all the positive signs, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. If we see towards the left side of the 0, if we move towards the left side of the 0, we go in a negative direction. And the distance from 0 to -1 is unit distance. -1 to -2 is again unit distance. So, this is the distance, and this side is left side of the 0 is negative direction, and the numbers are -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6 and so on. So, 0 is neither a positive nor a negative integer. For 0, we are not giving any symbol for plus or minus. It is not a positive nor a negative integer. Okay. So, right side of the 0 are positive integers, and as we move towards this side, the numbers goes in increasing order, and left side of the 0 is negative integers, and as we go towards the left side, we have the negative numbers, -1, -2, -3. Okay. So, this is about the integers. So, we have studied that the set of integers includes natural numbers, whole numbers and negative numbers. So, we have studied about the number line. In the next class, we will study more about the number line, solve few sums like addition, subtraction on number line using the integers. Till that time, you can practice the questions from your textbook. Thank you, students.